Address who I want.
Nope.
At the end of the day,
Address the chair.
64 is constitutional. It is absolutely
Address
necessary.
the chair.
It absolutely is necessary. Yes, it is.
You guys let him
basic
speak?
standards to limit local and state law enforcement from acting as deportation agents at the same time, and it lays a groundwork upon which we should build and not dismantle our communities. Thank you.
Try not to tag anybody on.
Works for me.
Point of view. Do we have any other speakers?
They sure
The
do.
next 5 speakers are Gerald Volumino Jr., Mark Mobley, Mervet Judah, Hamad Alam, and Tariq Atta.
Come on forward, sir. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Never done this before. I want to start by thanking the supervisors for your service. My name is Mark Mobley. I'm a resident of Garden Grove. My parents bought their house in Fountain Valley in 1963, and my mother still lives there. My father passed away in 2014. I'm a graduate from Fountain Valley High School in 1975, and I've lived and worked as a manufacturing quality inspector in Orange County for most of my life. I stand in support of the California Values Act and in support of public safety. I recently retired from Beckman Coulter Diagnostics in Brea. My nearly 10 years of employment there, I never found it necessary to know the immigration status of my coworkers. We were a team on a mission, and the immigration status had nothing to do with that mission. Peaceful, hardworking residents of California need to have the peace of mind that California law enforcement is there to serve all of us. In Washington State in the 1950s, my dad was a hardworking.
Yeah, you're about done. Yeah. I know you're going to spell some, but thank you for your comment.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Hamad Alam, and I'm an attorney for an organization called the Muslim Student Association West. MSA West is a nonprofit organization representing over 30 campuses and 3,000 Muslim students across California. Many of our students, let me speak please, let me speak. Many of our students are immigrants of children, immigrants or children of immigrants themselves. And they go on to contribute in immeasurable ways to our communities and our nation's economy. SB 54 provides invaluable protections for students and their families to know that they do not have to fear that authorities on campuses and their communities will be deputized to carry out inhumane federal immigration enforcement. It ensures that students are provided a safe learning environment. This federal administration has created an atmosphere of fear and debilitating insecurity for families and communities across the state and across this country by conducting an unprecedented amount of raids and ripping, literally, children away from their mothers and their fathers. This is unacceptable.
It's totally acceptable. Obey the law.
It is inhumane and will not lead to results of racial profiling and prejudice and bigotry. Lastly, we urge you to vote no. Lastly, human beings are not legal or illegal.
Yes, they are.
They are simply human beings.
Yes, they are illegal. Boo!
Don't say never get out of my face. I'm not bothering you. Why are you turning around in my face? I'm not bothering you.
Yelling at me.
The next 5 speakers are Alma Leva, Sam Jamal,
Now she's
Amy
quiet.
West, Ozma Ahmed, and Sue Guilford.
Gotta stop the hate.
The next 5 speakers are Dennis Mucha, Stacy Sue, Kimberly Serrano, Joseph Moreno, and
Is there a
Janet
reason you're
West.
going to look at me now?
All right,
She
are
got you
you
scared? You're gonna
people
go after me?
present?
Yeah, hi, that's fine.
Because I'll do the same.
I'm with the Council on American
I'm
Islamic
sitting right
Relations.
here. I'm in my country.
So,
And she's not going to be in my
almost a
face.
year
We'll save your time. I apologize. Hey, folks, would it be possible to be able to sit in the same room when somebody disagrees? I mean, if you can't, go outside, or do we just have to deal with the disruption, which is difficult? So,
Okay.
Why don't we start her clock again? I'm sorry that happened. Ready?
Sure.
I'll just give it another shot. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So I'm with the Council on American Islamic Relations, and almost a year ago we took about 800 Muslim community members from across California to Sacramento by bus, by plane, by car, to advocate for SB 54. The SB 54 is very, very important to the Muslim community, many of whom are immigrants, many of whom are undocumented, many of whom are students who need these safe spaces that SB 54 provides. We keep hearing this narrative that SB 54 threatens public safety and crime prevention. It is not about public safety when people are being profiled and targeted because of how they look, where they were born, or what they believe. It is not about crime prevention when witnesses to crimes and domestic violence survivors are being detained and deported. It is inexcusable to demonize and criminalize entire communities, and it is irresponsible for you to make policy decisions based on this false narrative. SB 54 complies with the Constitution and all federal laws.
No, it doesn't.
This is about California setting a minimum standard across the state for how we use our local resources. Lastly, we need you to uphold the values of this county by upholding the California Values Act.
Thank you.
If you're here legally. Racist.
Good afternoon.
Hi, I'm Sue Guilford. I live in Orange. I'm the president of the League of Women Voters of Orange County, a coalition of the local leagues in this county. League supports Proposition AB 54 because we believe that our communities are safer when all individuals can access services from and engage with government agencies without regard to their immigration status. The League supports a system for unauthorized immigrants already in the country to earn legal status, including citizenship by paying taxes, learning English, studying civics, and meeting with other relevant criteria. We also believe in protecting families and supporting their unification throughout the immigration process. This is not about protecting felons or other dangerous individuals from the law. Anyone who tells you that either can't read or thinks you can't read. The California Values Act mandates guidelines for turning over to federal authorities all violent felons, those with prior convictions for violent felonies, as well as others who are evidence.
Time's up.
It provides
Time's up.
and local resources. Let me finish.
Your time's up. Time is up. Time is up. Time is up.
Welcome.
Hi, my name is Alma Leiva. I'm a resident of Buena Park and have lived in Orange County 27 of the 20 years of my life. 26 of those years I've been a undocumented person. Here in Orange County, immigrants are a vital part of families and communities, and as vital parts of Orange County, we have the right to feel respected, to feel safe, and to live our lives without fear.
No, they don't.
California state law. Going out of your way to try to opt out is racist, anti-immigrant. SB 54 is strong local ordinance are sound law and sound policy. This resolution is anti-immigrant and would be a waste of local resources.
Let her
It is
speak.
wrong and wasteful to help federal government deport millions of people who are members of our community. California continues to move forward towards inclusion and equity, and Orange County needs to move with it. We more directly need you to stand for equality and compassion and stand up against the Trump administration's irresponsible.
Oh, brother. Sorry, we're already making California great again. Boo! Racist.
Good afternoon.
Hello, my name is Enes Mashta. I currently attend the University of California, Irvine. I'm a second-year student majoring in computer science. I'm the child of 2 Syrian immigrants who came to the United States in the 1960s for economic opportunity and education. I've been blessed to grow up my whole life here in Orange County, and I was able to receive a proper education here, and I want the same for others who have just as much potential as I do. I have goals and dreams of changing the world, as do many other immigrants who are changing the world as we speak. As a student and Orange County resident, I urge this board to vote no. Thank you.
It's about illegal.
Illegal. No Islamismo.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Stacey Sa. I'm an organizer with California Immigrant Policy Center, but more importantly, I'm a Korean immigrant that have roots in this county, Orange County, where my family and I have made it home here. And I urge you to vote no on this resolution. SB 54 is about protecting due process for everyone, including immigrants. It's about disentangling local law enforcement from doing the dirty work of deportations that the federal government is already carrying out, and it is not required by federal law that local law enforcement opt in to participate in keeping families apart. California is well within its rights to pass SB 54.
No, it isn't.
We must move forward and be on the side of our immigrant communities rather than genocide. And keep our immigrant families and communities together. Thank you.
Thank you. Hold on. Hang on. I'm just going to ask you politely. We're in a room full of diverse views. I respect everybody's view here. I don't care whether you're appear to be on one side or the other. I don't care. Don't act like a jerk to anybody. And by the way, the knuckleheads that are clapping, you're not helping the situation. And a lot of you are going to address the board afterwards, and you have a desire to ask us for something, and we're going to listen to you too. But let's not carry this on for 2 hours because it's become an entertainment. These people are serious. Some of these things are very heartfelt, and we can't hear them because of all the shenanigans going on in the audience. So out of respect to the people you appear to agree with, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, please let them speak. They're here so that we can hear them, not so they get drowned out by their buddies clapping and hooting. So if one more shot, welcome, sir. Come on forward.
Good afternoon. My name is Sam Jamal. I'm a resident of Fullerton. I'm the son of immigrants from South America and the Middle East, and I'm here today to urge you to just reject this resolution. The reality is, as you said, Supervisor Nelson, we have a lot of diverse viewpoints in Orange County. We have a lot of diverse folks in Orange County from all over the world. This is divisive. This is unnecessary. The federal government's going to have their fight with California, and while I side with California, let's let that fight happen and not waste taxpayer dollars. The reality is the county council's office is going to have to spend dollars on litigation, whether it's discovery if we're going to sign on as a party to the case, or even just the general services of putting an amicus brief together. That's just not a good use of funds, and it also sends the wrong signal. We make millions of dollars in tourism. What message do we want to say when Orange County is standing up with Donald Trump and Jeff Sessions? That's not who we are. And so I would also say, just from the public policy standpoint, immigrants work in our stores. They own our businesses. We've invested in students, but also on the law enforcement side. This is just going to make law enforcement side harder when you're going to create a distrust in communities. So I urge you to reject this. Thanks for your time.
Next 5 speakers after Kenneth Batiste are Jessica Ranfola, Jennifer Martinez, Cynthia Valencia, Barbara Farrell, and Maria Osorio.
I heard a gentleman say illegals don't have rights. Well, then that's a violation of the United Nations Constitution, because there's a such thing as called human rights.
Who cares?
America agrees with human rights. Okay, so let's go ahead and get down this. We're talking about a state of sanctuary. I thought we was a country of sanctuary. Didn't everybody here come from somewhere else?
I was born here.
Did the Statue of Liberty say, give me your homeless, give me your poor?
I was born here.
Or did some people forget the history of the United States? The only one was here was the Indians. And went ahead, and the people that's over here supporting them act like they didn't take their country.
I didn't.
But this is our country.
I was born here.
And diversity makes us strong. Diversity makes us, America, the best country in the world. Get ready to say, and if you're going to get the illegals out, don't discriminate on the brown. Get the Russians out, get the Chinese out, get everybody out.
Illegal.
But if you're not going to do that, let's go ahead and take care of our own. Thank you.
Extranjeros ilegales.
Good afternoon.
Supervisors, my name is Jessica Ranfola, and I would like to say that I support you guys on your resolution for SB 54. SB 54 is breaking our federal law, and it's against our Constitution of the United States. And I don't think it has anything to do with race. And I support you guys, and I want to thank you guys. I commend you guys for standing up against the state of California, because this is a wrong decision that they made up in Sacramento. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, and I support your resolution for SB 54. I want to go back to DACA, the one was talking about earlier. I've gone to DACA meetings where I've seen them actually teach people how to go to college for free. While my daughter is working a full-time job, has her own apartment, and is working her ass off and going to have loans that she's going to be paying off forever, while these illegal immigrants are getting all these benefits that American citizens need to be getting.
Yep.
I'd like to also add that I was actually raped at 15 by someone here that was illegally.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for sharing that. It's tough.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
No más extranjeros.
Please do.
My name is Maria Osorio. I'm the first generation. I'm the daughter of 2 immigrants. And like several individuals who have already come forward, I would like to see the same opportunities that I have been provided. SB 54 was created for a purpose and for a reason. It ensures that people are here safe.
Yes, to bring in more voters.
S14A as a measure to create a more safe environment, when in fact it's counterproductive. The reason SB 54 exists is because people who are immigrants, who are undocumented, who are afraid to speak with local authorities, stay in the shadows, and do not come forward when they have been victims of dangerous and awful
They shouldn't
crimes.
be in the country.
What you are now doing is basically chasing them back into those shadows.
Off you go.
I highly suggest that you reconsider your position, and please consider what you're saying. The way that you have phrased it is truly a misrepresentation of what is going on. SB 54 is not providing access for folks.
Thank you.
Nice. Por fuera.
Good afternoon. Thanks for being here.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cynthia Valencia. I live in Huntington Beach, but I also work at the ACLU of Southern California. Both of my parents crossed the border and were undocumented until 1985 when amnesty passed. And by Reagan, of all people, the federal government has failed to create a workable immigration process. There's no line for people to get into.
Yes, there is.
So the California Values Act is something that will protect all immigrant communities. And I hope everyone in this room has actually read the law so that they know that it does not, that it completely complies with federal law and does not in any way violate the Constitution. SB 54 does not prevent immigration enforcement. Immigration enforcement still exists. However, I am also very saddened to hear that FAIR, which the Southern Poverty Law Center and Anti-Defamation League have designated as a hate group, have been reaching out to Orange County elected officials, encouraging them to pass a law like this. And even if you weren't contacted by FAIR, it's very sad that you are pushing a policy that a white supremacist group So I really hope you vote against this.
Lori, are you... Lori, does she look like a white supremacist to you?
After Barbara Farrell, the next 5 speakers are Asi Fuden, Sylvia Schwartz, Shaquille Syed, Ada
O'Neal,
Bracena, and Caitlin Ogawa.